Hi Scorpio, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your October 2017 monthly tarot forecast. This is for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, and Scorpio Rising signs. So Scorpio, for this reading I'm using the Witch's Tarot deck along with the Angel Therapy Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue, and then I'm also going to be pulling you a Whispers of Love Oracle card as well. But if you would like additional guidance when it comes to love and relationship matters, over on Vimeo I will have the October 2017 Love Tarot Forecast posted over there. I will have the link below, and if you are interested in receiving a private reading from me, please check out northeasttarot.com. So we have the High Priest at the bottom of the deck. This is the overall energy, which is the Hierophant. So with the Hierophant, you know, maybe for some of you something to do with maybe the company that you work for is very significant. A large company or institution, maybe something going on with the government, could even be a legal matter. That's very significant here in the month of October. The High Priest or the Hierophant represents generally having faith. So if you're dealing with a situation where maybe you have to wait or something's been difficult, you definitely need to have faith. It is a more traditional energy. Right at the center, we do have the Queen of Swords crossed by the Seven of Wands. So for some of you with the Queen of Swords, a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius could be very significant, or this could be your energy. With the Hierophant and the Queen of Swords, definitely a more serious, a very organized, definitely a more serious energy here for some of you right at the start of the month. With the Queen of Swords, you know, she's a woman who's very decisive, no matter if you're male or female. You might find yourself to be incredibly decisive, very sharp. She's a planner. She's very organized. She's someone who focuses on the details. With the Seven of Wands here, this is what I call that warrior spirit. So there could be something that you're very passionate about. Maybe some of you are defending yourself, defending your beliefs, but there also could be something that maybe you're working towards, something that you're very passionate about, and this is you standing firm. This energy is actually helping many of you. The crossing card can be a challenge, but it also can be something that's helping you, and I feel like this is a help. With the Seven of Wands, is that very passionate, courageous energy, and because some of you, you know, were willing to fight for what it is that you want, because some of you didn't back down, you didn't give up, you're going to be successful with something. Now, with the Hierophant and the Queen of Swords, some of you could be signing something. There could be some documents. You could be signing something that's very important here right at the start of the month. And maybe it's something that you're just very passionate about. At your foundation, I do have strength. So maybe some of you previously had to be patient. Maybe you had to wait on this. You had to be strong. Yes, a Leo could be significant. We actually have two Leo cards here. You have strength at your foundation, and then you also have the Sun in the more recent past. So a Leo person could definitely be very significant. Now, maybe some of you with the High Priest, with the Hierophant, you could be getting into a relationship with a Leo. Maybe some of you just got married, or you are getting married here in the month of October. A relationship could definitely be significant for some of you. And with the Hierophant, a more traditional relationship. So some of you maybe are committing to someone or getting into a more traditional relationship. The Sun in the recent past is success, happiness, just content. It is a healing energy. So some of you maybe came through quite successful, that maybe, you know, maybe it's something you had to wait on or fight for, but this is success. This is victory. Your children could have also been significant in the recent past. Crowning you, we have the Six of Pentacles. So if your children were significant or are significant, maybe you're being quite generous with them with the Six of Pentacles. You could be thinking about being generous with your children. With the Six of Pentacles crowning you, it's all about giving and receiving and all about staying balanced. So some of you, that's what you're doing. You're definitely maybe focused on staying balanced. Very generous as well. You could be helping someone. There could be some Scorpios that maybe you had like a legal case or a lawsuit pending, something like that, and you maybe won it here in the recent past, and so now you're sharing that wealth for some of you, or you're thinking about sharing that wealth. Coming up around the second week in the near future, we do have the Four of Cups, which is interesting with the Four of Cups here. You know, what I'm getting for some of you, and this just might be a small group of you, but some of you, you know, you could be thinking about spending more time with maybe a child, friends, family. There could be someone around you that you want to spend more time with, but around the second week, for whatever reasons, you know, maybe it's not happening. With the Four of Cups, this is you wanting more. So for some of you, this is you wanting more. Emotionally, you're maybe bored, flat, you're not satisfied, you want something more. I think that some of you maybe want to spend more time with your children or a child, friends or family, and maybe they're working a lot, maybe they're older. And so around the second week, this is you maybe feeling a little down, or just a little not satisfied. It's not necessarily like depression or feeling down. It's not like that. It's more of just wanting more, not being satisfied. Now, for other Scorpios, you know, there could be an opportunity or an offer that's coming in. With the Four of Cups, sometimes this can represent an offer that's coming in, but it's not exactly what you wanted. So for some of you, you might have an offer from a large company, or it could be like a legal offer that's coming through, and maybe it's not what you initially wanted. So some of you are maybe going to have to make a decision about this. But in the position of your power, I have the Nine of Cups here. So around the third week, this is emotional abundance. This is wish fulfillment. So even if you were feeling a little bit down or a little bit dissatisfied around the second week, you actually have two wish cards back to back. So don't get discouraged here. I mean, stay optimistic. In the position of your power, in the Nine of Cups, and then in the position of how those around you are viewing you, and that's normally those closest to you, I have the Star. So for some of you, you're definitely receiving some sort of wish come true, definitely being spiritually guided and protected here. The Star is someone who's very optimistic, someone who's hopeful, someone who sees the light at the end of the tunnel. There could be something amazing that's happening around this time, around the third week, and it's inspiring you, or it's giving you hope. For some of you, there could be a wish that's coming through here. There could be some emotional healing as well. Now, in your hopes and fears, you have the Seven of Pentacles. So fearing having to wait. I see that some of you had to be patient. Some of you have had to wait. So I think that some of you are fearing, you know, putting all this time and energy into something and it not leading to anything. So fearing having to wait, fearing, yeah, that you put all this work and energy into something and it doesn't go anywhere. And then energy that you're actually leaving the month of October with and going into November, you do have the Ten of Wands here. So the Ten of Wands, this is just a temporary energy. Some of you might have a lot on your plate, a lot of different demands or responsibilities. You have a lot going on, but you're dealing with it. You're maybe carrying a heavy load, but you're dealing with it. You're not dropping this heavy load. So the Ten of Wands for me will come up often when someone's working two jobs, they're working every day. You might be a single parent. You have a lot going on. You have a lot on your plate, but it's just a temporary energy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clarify that. Maybe some of you just landed a new job, and so you might have a lot on your plate here. But looking at the Ten of Wands for Scorpio, clarifying the Ten of Wands for Scorpio. Alright, so the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Swords, wow, and the Five of Rods. Very interesting. I also want to take a look at this Four of Cups. Let's look at the Four of Cups for Scorpio. Clarifying the Four of Cups, energy around the second week for Scorpio. the Six of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. Okay. So first I want to look at this, clarifying the Four of Cups. We have the Six of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. So some of you might be waiting on someone or something from your past with the Six of Cups, some sort of closure, something from the past that's significant. Now maybe some of you have some regrets with the Five of Cups. There could be some Scorpios that you're focusing more on the negative side of things. If something is taking a long time to happen, you know, this is a very doubtful, a very pessimistic and emotional energy. So some of you might be looking at something from the wrong point of view, you know, looking at something from a very negative perspective here. I think that yes, some of you have had to be patient. Maybe some of you are ending a difficult cycle, a difficult period within your life, and you're just maybe waiting to move on to that next chapter, so ready to move on to that next chapter here. And it could be taking some time here, absolutely. There could have been betrayal, there could have been loss for some of you, so you're seeking closure maybe around a relationship matter. But you are healing with the Star here. You are healing. And then looking at the Ten of Wands, we have some mental energy here. So emotional and mental energy here, definitely. With the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and then the Five of Rods. This knight wants to charge forward, so he can be in a hurry. I think some of you, yes, you've been working very hard, you've been waiting on something here for maybe a little while now, and so I think that you're in a hurry. You're ready to charge forward. You might even be ready to break free. Some of you, you know, maybe you felt stuck with the Eight of Swords. This can be sometimes like a prison of your own making, but you know, what I'm getting here is I think some of you have maybe been battling it out. Maybe this is a relationship that there's been definitely struggles, conflicts, arguments, whether that be romantic, family, could be business as well. I think some of you are ready to charge forward, ready to break free. And maybe you've been holding back. Maybe you've been holding back with the Eight of Swords. There could have been some fear, some worry, some anxiety. But with the Knight of Swords, I can definitely see that you're ready to move forward. With the Ten of Rods, some of you could be figuring out exactly how you're going to maybe get out of a situation. There also could be jealousy. There could be competition. Could be with an air sign person, with Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. With this air energy, you do have the Queen of Swords here right at the center, and then also the Knight of Swords. So there could definitely be an air sign person around you. That's significant. We have the Six of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Star. Looking at the Star, we have the Six of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Star. So you have a couple of sixes here. You have the Six of Cups, the Six of Pentacles. Sixes are all about balance and harmony. Things are going to balance out for you, definitely. You have some very blessed energy coming in. You're absolutely being spiritually guided here. To pull the Star on the Star, you are absolutely being spiritually guided and protected. I think that some of you are dealing with divine timing. Absolutely, higher forces are at play here. Things are going to balance out for you, though. And what's interesting is you have the Six of Pentacles crowning you. And so this is around maybe some of you receiving something. It's going to happen at the precise moment it's meant to happen. This wheel is going to turn. This is a very blessed, fortunate energy that's coming in. Some of you are going to receive some sort of wish come true, or just a tremendous amount of healing energy. There's good luck. There's good fortune. I think some of you with the Ten of Wands here, you just have a lot on your plate. You have a lot going on. Staying balanced is what's key here in the month of October. And I think you're definitely leaving some sort of challenging situation behind. Now, maybe previously you were, you know, very fearful here or too nervous to move forward with something, but I think that you're overcoming that. Absolutely. But let's pull you some additional guidance cards. Additional guidance for Scorpio. What else does Scorpio need to know? There we go. Interesting. And then I'm also pulling you a Whispers of Love Oracle card as well, focusing on love and relationship matters for Scorpio for the month of October. I think that some of you were dealing with a lot of internal things, a lot of internal struggles here with that Five of Rods and the Eight of Swords, excuse me. I feel like it's more internal. This is you really maybe fearing the worst. It's more internal than external, that's for sure. But some of you with this Knight of Swords energy, you're preparing yourself. You're charging forward in some way. And you are very much being spiritually guided here. So call on your angels and your guides for their assistance while you are going through this. Wow, look at that. That could not resonate more, Scorpio. Okay, so we have release. Work with Archangel Michael to let go of what no longer serves you or your purpose. So there's someone or something in your life that is no longer serving you. So it's time to let go. It's time to move forward, which I definitely think that you're doing. But it's time to release. For some of you, this is all about releasing those negative thoughts, that fear, because I think that some of you definitely internally were dealing with some struggles, absolutely. So I think it's time for you to release all of that fear, all of that worry. It's time to let go. And then focusing on love and relationship matters, we do have look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. I mean, this couldn't resonate more with release. And then you also have strength here at your foundation. So you have the strength to overcome whatever this is, to deal with whatever this is. Look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. And you are going to be healing. There's a lot of healing energy that's coming in for you guys. So I hope that you found this reading helpful, Scorpio. Happy birthday to all of you Scorpios born in October. I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. And if you are interested in receiving a private reading, please check out northeasttarot.com. I wish you a wonderful month. Take care.